If this year's fashion trends couldn't get any more strange, we introduce you to the dadbod bag. A designer in London came up with the idea, basically a fanny pack that looks like a hairy dad belly. The bag is not for sale just yet. Designers still working on mass production plans.
Who knew we needed one of those?
Oh, see, it's for ladies too.
I mean, like,
look how well she wears
did
that.
somebody say, "Oh, I wish I could
That's
have a fanny
horrifying.
pack that looked like that"? Was that something?
It's going to be great. Everybody's going to have one.
Up next on Live at Daybreak on today's TMJ4.
Dreaming of the postseason, the Brewers are on a hot streak. We're going to look at their most recent big win and then the challenge we have ahead to get to the playoffs.
Also, rethinking the term stranger danger, why experts suggest that might not be the best message for our children.
6:26 on today's TMJ4. Storm chaser is out this morning and finding a lot of fog here in southeast Wisconsin. Meteorologist Mark McGinnis tells us when that fog should burn off. Next.
Right now, from Milwaukee, this is today's TMJ4, live at daybreak.
Just about 6:30 here on today's TMJ4. Back in there is supposed to be that brand new shiny Northwestern Mutual Tower.
Right, normally
you're gonna have to trust us.
Yeah, normally we would see it right now with some of the lights on, but nothing.
Yeah, very foggy to start your day. Welcome once again to Live at Daybreak here on today's TMJ4. I'm Vince Vitrano.
And I'm Susan Kim. Thanks so much for waking up with us today. It is Wednesday. We know that, even though we can't see things outside in the fog there, right?
We can see the calendar.
Mark McGinnis.
Yeah, you're right, Susan and Vince. It's interesting. Along the lakefront, a lot of fog. Here's the view live right now out in Waukesha. It's not too bad. Downtown Waukesha along the Fox River. You would think with the Fox River, fog would be an issue here, but visibility looks pretty good. However, it's not the case at all locations. We do have a dense fog advisory until 9 o'clock this morning. All the counties in gray. That's Sheboygan, Ozaukee, Washington, Waukesha, Milwaukee, Racine, and Kenosha. Visibilities have been down to as low as 0 earlier this morning in West Bend. Now at 0.3 of a mile along with Sheboygan, Milwaukee, Kenosha, 0.6 of a mile visibility in Lake Geneva. So you can see the greatest concentration of low visibilities along the lakefront. Temperatures, though, are warm. We're in the upper 50s. Or the mid-60s, 64 currently in Milwaukee. So it's a nice mild start to the day. Here's what you can expect for the afternoon. 80s, how about that? We'll get into some sunshine. High of 82 in Milwaukee, 83 Waukesha, at least 79 in Sheboygan, 80 in Racine. And Tatiana, how does traffic look out there?
No complaints, actually, as you're heading out the door. Thanks, Mark. Good morning to you. Heading northbound on 794 from Layton to downtown. It's a 6-minute drive time at 55 miles per hour. Coming from Racine, northbound there on 94, 14 minutes at 64 miles per hour. Out in Waukesha, heading eastbound, that's a 26-minute commute at 65 miles per hour. And southbound on 43 from Ozaukee County to Marquette Interchange, a 19-minute drive time at speeds of 63 miles per hour. Drive safely as you're heading out the door.
It's 6:31. I'm Elise Preston following 2 breaking stories right now. Let's get to this live picture coming out of San Juan. Now, Hurricane Maria made landfall in Puerto Rico earlier. You can barely tell what's going on. It looks like this camera, this live shot is coming from some type of porch where the photographer is protected. But you can see this wind and rain is just covering the screen. The trees you can barely make out, but they're just blowing across the wind, blowing through the wind right now. The winds are traveling at 155 miles an hour across the island. This is the strongest hurricane to ever hit U.S. territory. Now, the storm is already blamed for 2 deaths. One person was killed when a tree fell on them, and the other was killed when they fell into ocean water, and those deaths happened overnight. Now, we're also following the latest on recovery and rescue efforts in Mexico after the country was hit with a 7.1 magnitude earthquake. More than 200 people are confirmed dead this morning. Among those dead, dozens of children who were in their classroom at school when the earthquake trembled. Right now, hundreds of crews are digging through the ruins, hoping to find more victims alive. Mexico's federal government has declared a state of disaster in Mexico City, freeing up emergency funds. Now, Mexico's government ordering hospitals to open their doors to those injured.
All right, Elise, thank you. It's 6:33. It will be tough to get around part of Milwaukee's east side this morning. A major road remains closed right now because of a huge water main break that happened yesterday.
Yeah, Brandon Brook is live on Oakland Avenue with what's happening this morning. Hi, Brandon.
What's going on, Vince and Susan? The streets were flooded to almost 2 feet of water in the streets. I'm going to move out of the way as city crews have the heavy machinery out as this bus drives by. The heavy machinery is out so that they can make repairs to the water main break. North Oakland between Kenwood and Hampshire are still closed. These streets will be closed during the repair work. So if you have to come through this area to head to work, have some patience and leave early so you can have some extra time. We were able to get lots of video of the murky water flowing through the streets. It was a crazy scene, literally a small river running through the east side. Thousands of gallons gushed from an 80-year-old water main that burst near UW-Milwaukee's campus. The water got to almost 2 feet before crews shut off the main. A UW-Milwaukee student who had his car parked in the street during the flood showed us the water coming out of his tailpipe. Now, the city hasn't said what caused the main to burst just yet. From the east side, I'm Brandon Rook, today's TMJ4.
What a mess it was, Brandon. Thank you. A dramatic life-saving rescue caught on camera. Take a look at this. This is traffic camera video. This is from the Hone Bridge on Monday. You can see that man there preparing to jump, but then Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputies were able to talk him down, and he was eventually taken to a psychiatric facility. This morning, police are looking for a woman who crashed a tow truck into multiple cars.
This was a crazy scene yesterday afternoon about Locust and Pierce. Police tried pulling the lady over. She took off, hitting 2 cars before finally crashing. The woman then pulled a guy out of his car and drove off in that. Victims caught in the middle, recovering from serious injuries.
Police putting out a warning about older Dodge Caravans, saying they can be a target for thieves. This after a Milwaukee musician's van was stolen for the 3rd time. It happened on Tuesday morning. Police say the crooks pried off the lock from his steering wheel and then just drove off in it. Police later found the van near Ogden and Van Buren. This morning, there is an intense battle on both sides of the aisle over health care.
Democrats rallied against the so-called Graham-Cassidy bill. This is an Obamacare repeal and replace bill that Senators Lindsey Graham and Bill Cassidy wrote. The bill would give health care funding directly to the states and let states handle it, and would get rid of the part that forced people to have insurance and forced employers to offer it.
Wisconsin's right-to-work law has been upheld by a state appeals court. The laws keep businesses and unions from reaching agreements that require all workers, not just union members, to pay union dues. Last year, a Dane County Circuit judge struck down the law as unconstitutional.
From Super Bowl champion to champion on the dance floor, Donald Driver's accomplishments continue to grow. He now adds fitness guru to the list. Driver will be at Barnes & Noble Brookfield Square today, signing copies of his latest book. It's called The 3D Body Revolution. The book features recipes and exercises to follow for people to get back in shape. His event starts at 7 p.m.
A new effort at UW-Milwaukee to feed hungry students. The university has opened a food pantry after learning that about half of students don't get enough to eat. If you would like to help out the UWM Food Pantry, we have more information available on our website, tmj4.com. The next farmers market, sponsored by Marquette University students, is coming up on Tuesday. The first was yesterday. It was a chance for students to buy produce and other food items from local vendors right there on campus.
Now, breweries in Colorado are pushing wastewater beer. They're crafting special brews from converted wastewater, and the goal is to try to rid the negative stigma around what they call recycled water. Recycled water beers will be part of a blind taste test event at a festival next month. And again, it's all recycled water.
Okay, so then no big deal.
Right, whatever goes to the treatment plant goes back out into the lake and then comes back in here. That's the water we're drinking.
All right. Up next on Live at Daybreak on today's TMJ4.
Still not sure if I'm trying. Stranger danger no more. Why one agency suggests teaching children to be alarmed by strangers might not be the best thing to do.
And then protecting your teen with just one word. How code words could get your child out of some dangerous situations.
6:37 on today's TMJ4. We're up in Ozaukee County. This is a look at Grafton High School this morning, where extra police officers will be there today after a student posted a threatening remark on social media. Parents have been notified, and that student was taken into custody.
It's 6:40. Talking with teenagers about drugs and alcohol may not be the easiest thing to do, but research shows that kids whose parents do are 50% less likely to abuse those substances. Experts say be honest with your teenager about the reality of drugs and alcohol and ask them to think about how they might react if it is around them. If there's a situation your kids can't get themselves out of, develop a plan for what they can do.
We have a little code where they can text or call, and if they text and they write something like, what time do you want me home? But if home is all capitalized, that is their SOS to me, like I want to come home.
So the idea is to keep your kids from losing their friends, but also to keep them safe when they are at a party.
Well, for years, parents have been teaching their children not to talk to strangers, but some experts say that might not be the right thing to do. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says stranger danger ignores the fact that most children are abducted by somebody that they know. And some strangers, store clerks, police officers, other parents with kids, can be helpful. The organization encourages parents to tell their children that they need to get permission before they go anywhere with someone else, rather than telling them simply to stay away from people they don't know. 6:42 and coming up next here on Live at Daybreak this morning.
Missing funds, the technical problem the Red Cross is working to fix so that hurricane victims can get their aid.
And then how Brewers fans can get a chance to share a meal with the team. New controversy for the Red Cross in Houston, the charity now being accused of failing to deliver money that it promised to Hurricane Harvey victims. People received about $400 per family through the Red Cross Immediate Assistance Program, but many families who tried to access that fund were denied because the Red Cross online system crashed due to heavy volume. The Red Cross says the program will be working by tomorrow. Let's get you caught up on other hurricane recovery efforts in the U.S. In Texas, NFL star and Pewaukee native J.J. Watt has now raised more than $37 million.